Yo, what's going on, guys? Chris Barner here, Overtimeathletes. Hey, I just wanted to make a follow-up video to how to train for agility. This is a type of training that I feel like can get mistaken. I think that a lot of people have a different concept as far as agility goes. But when I think of agility, I think of balance and coordination. I think of somebody being able to transfer their energy on the drop of a dime. I think of somebody being able to have clean and efficient movement, right? A lot of guys out there are getting caught up in a lot of different tactics and stuff that people are doing. And what I feel like makes the most fluid athletes are ones that can combine flexibility, body control, which is balance and coordination, and being able to have enough power to transfer that energy. So what I wanted to do was make a simple video of basically 4 or 5 components that I think you need to be adding into your routine to be able to be a more agile athlete. You know, there's a lot of stiff athletes out there that are very explosive, but when it comes to their hips, they're not fluid at all. And if you're lacking that, you need to be performing these 4 or 5 components. One, I do believe, and I need to regress this, and I'm about to contradict myself, but I do believe athletes that want to be agile and fast need to have the component of having some explosiveness and power, being able to move forward. Reason being is when you have explosiveness and you finally can stop, you're being able to produce that power a lot faster. So not are you only absorbing it when you're able to stop or cut on a dime, you're able to go ahead and produce it again. So you have to have that not only linear speed, but you have to have that explosive first step, right? So you need to be performing plyometrics. And the way that I perform them in an agility state or for the concept of improving agility, what I want to do is I want to take an athlete and I want to perform different jumps where I'm essentially having them jump in different planes of motion. But the biggest thing that I'm focusing on is connecting these jumps. So what I want to do, or for instance, to give you an example, I might have an athlete perform a broad jump, and then immediately upon touching the ground after that broad jump, being able to jump laterally 90 degrees, right? So what this is doing is it's teaching the athlete to produce force, right? Horizontally, we're jumping. And then immediately upon touching the ground, I'm able to go ahead and control my body, have good body control and balance, right? Being able to have a strong, efficient core torso that's able to efficiently transfer energy, and then jump 90 degrees and be able to essentially at that, when they hit the ground, you know, not spend a lot of time at the ground. So plyometrics is one. 2, piggybacking off that, it's having an athlete who can have good lateral change of direction. And really what this is the same thing I'm talking about is being able to do this in a running form. So instead of a plyometric jumping type form or rebounding type form, these are the athletes who are going to run, cut on a dime, basically as they're performing a gait, which is essentially running, right? So an athlete who can sprint 5 yards and cut 5. These are all types of drills that I'll perform. Any kind of cone drill that you could think of, star drill, a lot of box drills, having them go in different directions, and really focusing on their footwork around those turns and being able to cut quickly. Or what I'll also do is some form of a reaction. So if they react off my arms, I'll have them do that. And this is for the sake of that balance and coordination, being able to have that perfect body control when they're coming full speed and being able to move on a dime. And finally, actually 2 more. One that I'll always a proponent of is being able to transfer energy. So when I say transfer energy, and a big thing about that is an athlete needs to be able to integrate movements in the upper and lower body. If I'm sprinting and I cut on a dime and my body isn't transferring energy efficiently, my upper body wants to go this way while my lower body is trying to bring me this way. So you need to have that efficient integration in your torso, be able to cut on a dime and explode out. And then finally, I think there is mechanics to it. I see a lot of athletes when they're trying to cut or be agile, they reach, right? So I teach a lot of my athletes how to be able to pick their feet up and put it down. And I hate to say it, actually I don't hate to say it, but I put this in the form of footwork. A lot of people are getting carried away with a lot of this footwork, and a lot of these guys do them, and don't get me wrong, I love some of the stuff that they're doing if they're transferring it over to skills on the field. But half the time, a lot of the guys that are trying to, I don't want to say copycats, they're making ladder drills look good. And last time I checked, you know, I mean, you don't perform a lot of ladder drills on the actual field, but there are ones that are transferring over. If you have a good enough coach that's explaining for you to pick your feet up and put it down as fast as you possibly can, there is a lot of transference in a lot of the ladder drills or the footwork drills that you're seeing that are out there. And I think it's just a matter of being able to mimic what that athlete is going to go ahead and actually perform with themselves on the field or the sport of competition. So there it is, about 4 or 5 components that you need to be training to be better at agility or become an agile athlete. I hope that helps. I'll go in more in depth with this in the future. I'll talk to you guys next time. Yo, what's going on, fellas? Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in getting faster as an athlete, go ahead and click my advanced series right here where I provide you with free lessons to make you become faster. I'll see you inside.